Hi, let's make these greeting cards today. In both the cards, we will be using chord and card method with a slight variation. And cats, of course, are not my favorite, but it's well suited for this technique. There are two parts in making this greeting card. One is to make the card base ready, and the other one is to make the actual cat. So, first, we will start with the base. Here, I'll give you a few tips. Whenever you're making any greeting card, you need to ensure that when you fold it, it doesn't make any creases. It looks very awkward. So, first, what we need to do is cut it to size. I'll get 30 centimeters exactly. Once you have that, then you get the middle line and do a deep score line. When you do that, you don't have to do anything. The fold is so simple because with the score line, you can get a perfect fold. Your corners are and edges are aligned automatically. And here, if you observe, there's no creases, so it looks perfect. Once we have folded it, then we will move to the next layer of the base card. I want to use this strip of checkered paper at the edge of the card. I see some extras here, so I'm going to cut it. Now using tape runner, I'll just secure that first. Now I'm going to use this beautiful handmade paper. What I'll do is I'll just tear off the edges. Okay. Now we'll use the tape runner. And secure it. Okay, so just align the edge on this side. Okay, so your base is now ready. Once we are done with this, we'll move on to making the cat. For the cat, you will need these two rectangular pieces of corrugated sheet. You'll also need another piece of paper, any color will do, and I've drawn an oval here. This is for the nose. And use the brown and make it. And we also need to cut out the tail and the ears. I'll just show you how to get a perfect oval. Mark the center. And then we need to trim off the corners and get a nice oval. Repeat the same thing for this and cut it out, and also the tail and the ears. Now I'll show you how to wind the thread. I've already cut out the ovals and kept it. The good thing about corrugated sheet is that you don't have to worry about placing the thread equal distance. But if you don't have corrugated sheet, you can use the normal sheet. What you have to do is use a fancy edge scissor and cut it out, and these can act as the grooves. But it's slightly more difficult because you have to align the opposite corners and so on. This one already has the grooves, so your thread placement is very easy. I tried first with a piece of yarn, like how I did the pink cat with the white yarn, but it didn't turn out so well. It looks good, but then it covers the other color completely because this corrugated sheet has grooves which are placed very closely. If you have something more apart, then you can use yarn. Otherwise, I tried using embroidery thread and it worked well. So first we are going to make cuts, how I made here. So just use a scissor and then do 1 mm cuts all along. And once you've done that, you can start winding the thread. Once you're done with this, again use a tape to secure it and just cut the extra. Once you finish winding all the parts, this is how it will look. Now let's place it on the card. Okay, and I've also made this element of milk. I thought this card needs a little bit of contrast. I've made it using clay and I'm going to place it here. Okay. These are the whiskers I made out of pipe cleaner. You can even use a wire, but I had this pipe cleaner handy with me and I thought, it's good to just cut the extras and use it. These are buttons which are used for the eyes. If you like this video, please click here and subscribe. Also watch my other videos. Happy watching!